So we're top of the league again. I mean, it's basically just embarrassing at this point. We're supposed to be moving clubs, moving up the ladder, and we're just, how can I possibly leave? Hello and welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grant 2, and Cambridge United is where we're still at. We started here and we're still here because it just keeps on going from strength to strength. So why would we jump ship when things are going this well? There is a job available that I think I would have been interested in, theoretically, before the season started, and that's the Brentford job. Graham Jones has been sacked as Brentford manager. They have appointed Kevin O'Connor as a caretaker already, but the thing is, as you've seen, they've got 2 points from their opening 9 games. They're in the relegation zone. I was expecting that to be us. Instead, we're top of the league with 20 points, level on points with Huddersfield, Norwich City. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, at this point, there isn't another job in the Championship that I would go to because, well, every team in the Championship is behind us. I'm not walking out on Cambridge when we're on for something good. We'll see if it lasts. I don't know if it will. But anyway, last time out, we of course played our opening 2 games. A 4-0 win against Hull, which was fantastic, and then a 0-0 draw against Leicester, which was pretty fantastic too. And since then, it's been pretty fantastic as well. Just the 1 defeat in the league. That's our most recent game, so that bodes well for today. But a 3-0 win against Luton Town, first of all, in the League Cup. It was an excellent performance, really good from a fully rotated side, and we got knocked out in the next round by West Ham though with a full strength side, so should have played the rotated team, but at least we made a nice little bit of progress in that. In the league though, it's been going fantastically well. A 3-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday, 2 from Barry McKay and 1 from Lamine Diaby. It was an excellent performance. That was then followed up with justification for not going to Millwall, a 2-1 win against them. Barry McKay again on the score sheet, Sam Greenwood there as well. They got a late consolation, but again, it was a dominant performance, very defensively disciplined, and then a very topsy-turvy, all over the place game against Bristol City. Away from home though, it was a 3-2 win. We took the lead through Adam Idah. They equalised through Rodri. It's not the Manchester City Rodri, it's a different one. We took the lead again through Sam Greenwood. He's been sensational so far this season. They then equalised again through Rodri, and then Adam Idah scored the winner on the 54th minute, and we held out for all 3 points as well. We then, in the league, beat Swansea City 3-1, 2 from Greenwood again, 1 from Idah again. Excellent performance there against a team now managed by Paul Lambert. We came back from the international break then, and it was a 0-0 draw with Birmingham, which was a really good result. They were in 6th under the stewardship of David Moyes. They were in the playoffs last season. They finished 3rd in the table, so a difficult side. We then battered, and this what led to Graham Jones being sacked. Absolutely battered Brentford 5-0. 2 from Maris, 2 from Idah, and Greenwood again on the score sheet. Excellent performance. And then most recently, it has to be called a disappointing. It was a really good performance actually. We did play really, really well. Plenty of opportunities, but a sort of kind of lucky, but also a very good goal from Tom Lawrence. He's a very good player, even if his driving skills are questionable. But it was a 1-0 defeat, our first league defeat of the season, which, it's September. We've played 9 games and we've only lost 1 game. You can't really complain too much about that. And as you've seen, we are top of the league because Norwich, who were level on points with us and still are, they lost their game. Also, in terms of Leicester City watch, we have to mention Yuri Tielemans he's been sold to Borussia Dortmund, which is a club far more befitting his standing. But everybody else is still there. Wilfred Ndidi has signed a new contract. He's absolutely happy. He's happy as Larry being in the Championship. I mean, we're not moving clubs, but our reputation is still increasing. 55% now is not too bad at all. And as you would expect, the board are absolutely loving it. I don't think I'm ever going to, at any point, ever again, be able to achieve an A+ rating for pretty much, well, we're approaching 3 seasons straight, which is absolutely insane. Anyway then, 2 games today, and 2 pretty tricky ones. Reading, who got relegated from the Premier League last season, and then Norwich City, who got relegated from the Premier League last season as well, having been in there for a year extra than Reading were, and well, it's not going to be easy at all. The team then is the team that was the team at the start of the season for the most part. There's one exception to that one. Callum Burton's going to be in goal. Field is going to be at left back. Brown at right back, of course. Cargill and Jones at defence. Diaby's at defensive midfield with George Maris there in the attacking Mazzala role, and then Lawrence Josh Lawrence going to come in the box-to-box role. He's played the last couple of games because Tom Adeyemi's got a bit of an injury, still out for 2 more weeks, so he's going to miss both games today, but nothing too serious. Barry McKay on the right hand side and Sam Greenwood on the left have both been scintillating, and then Adam Ida up front. I'll be honest, I've lost count of how many goals he scored this season. 8 in 9, and Norwich just let us have him. I mean, you can't play against them, but goodness gracious me. So a bit of a blow to lose to Derby, which, I mean, it's going to happen throughout the course of the season. 3 at the back for Reading. Liam Moore still a decent player. Interesting lack of width from them apart from the wing backs. That may well help us. Going to go for the underdog team talk in both this game and the Norwich game, because we are. I mean, especially against Norwich, we're definitely very much second favourites. We may well lose both of these games. That would be sort of more logical than what's happened so far. Reading are coming forwards, Brandon with a shot which Burton is able to save. Laurent running forwards now, and we've managed to get it back through Diaby. He's given it straight away to Lamas. Brandon's in again. Not the first goal though. Burton again stands tall, making the save. I've just seen Brandon is actually Brandon Thomas, but for some reason he's chosen to call himself just Brandon, like he's Madonna or something. Ida's in, saved by Joel Robles. Free kick from Pedrinho, blocked. Right, half time. It's been fair to say it's all Reading as far as the action is concerned, but we're still in it. More possession, and that's really what matters. I think what we're going to do, what worked a couple of times last season, we're going to go to the counter. That did work in a couple of games last year when we were a bit sort of under pressure. We'll see if it works today. I don't know. Greenwood's on the ball. Gives it straight back to Reading though. We've been very sloppy today. I think maybe the defeat to Derby's kind of knocked the old confidence a little bit, which is just, I don't know, is weird. Anyway, Greenwood gets it back. Field's got it, but Cargill has now lost out. Brandon Thomas, he doesn't know his own name, but Burton makes the save from his shot. Pedrinho puts it in, and it's a corner that the AI have scored. Bruno Lamas heading home for the recently relegated team, and that is poor, isn't it? There's so many players. I mean, they're just having a bit of a meeting. Not sure that none of them was attempting to really do anything, and it's fair to say we've been completely outplayed in this one. And I'm not looking forward to playing Norwich, even if that is at home. Now I'm going to switch to the other system, which we didn't actually use at all last season, like not once, and just sort of see what happens. We'll bring on Joe Adams for Sam Greenwood as well. I'll tell you what happened. Absolutely nothing. Not a single highlight for the rest of the game since we did that, and a 1-0 defeat to Reading. Completely deserved, I think, but we'll say it was unlucky, which it wasn't, but we're going to keep the morale up. So Huddersfield and Norwich both win and move into the automatic promotion spaces. We drop down a little bit to third, which is it's normal service regime, but we were not expecting this. We should be finishing bottom of the table. Ipswich down with 1 point, by the way, fully justified in not moving to Ipswich. But I think once we've got over the initial hype of being in the Championship, it'll sort of even out, and we'll probably finish somewhere around about 16th, 17th, maybe. Because it's not like I want to leave. I don't really want to leave. I don't want to, but then I don't also want to be here forever. And I don't know what the best time to leave is. Do you leave when you're on a high, or do you leave when you're sort of on a low? I think the best time to leave is when you're sort of average. So finishing nicely mid-table, that'll be fine. I didn't mention, but you could probably have guessed, we did get Manager of the Month for our first month in charge, but then in the second month, this happened. Not happy. Right then, Norwich City and Adam Ida is unable to play in this one because he is on loan from them. We'll bring on Marcus Barnes. We'll bring Devante Cole onto the bench. Although maybe we'll just play Devante Cole. Let's just play Devante Cole. Why not? So Devante Cole's up front. No changes otherwise from the game against Reading. Although I'm going to bring in Josh Ruffles in place of Laurent, who I'm not really 100% convinced by. I fully expect you to end this poor run of form. We've lost 2 games. I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, Mark. I mean, we're about to play Norwich. They just got relegated from the Premier League. I really don't think... I don't know. Good luck out there, lads. Go out and pull off an upset. I'm keeping my feet on the ground, Mark. I'm keeping a sense of perspective. We were in League Two 2 seasons ago. We really shouldn't be here. Barry McKay on the ball, running forwards. The Norwich defence looks very well organised, I think, which I guess they would be, given how many goals they must have conceded last season when they went down. But we're finding a way through. George Maris feeds Tom Field. There's space here. There's space here to Greenwood. Barry McKay. I keep changing his name. Sometimes it's Mackay, sometimes it's McKay. We're going with McKay for now. Barry McKay fires home from a tight angle. I mean, Tom Field, you see, he looks up here. He's like, where's Adam? Where is he? He's like, he can't play today. He's not allowed to play against his own club. Devante Cole just standing there, doing basically nothing, but he's taking credit for that one. But it's McKay, the Scotsman, with a goal. I just said all that like it was completely normal. We're leading Norwich City in the Championship. Bailey Cargill with a shot, he fancies one, doesn't find the target. Norwich though coming forward, Emi Buendia with the shot into Callum Burton, and he's able to make the save, and it looks like the highlight is not ending, so are we going to potentially counter from this? Josh Ruffles has it in loads of space. Back to Diaby though, gets it back out to Barry McKay, who cuts inside and gives it to Tom Field on the left hand side. We're trying to find some moves again. Ruffles is forward again, finds James Brown on the right hand side to Greenwood with a header over the bar. I think I just completely skipped over the Norwich team as well. I just want to quickly check this out of interest. Timo Pukki's still there. Todd Cantwell, Emi Buendia, they managed to hold on to him. Christoph Zimmerman, Max Aarons, they've still got Max Aarons in the Championship. That's quite impressive. They've managed to keep him. And then, Galena, Chambers, some decent players throughout the rest of the team. I mean, that was excellent, boys. Well done. I have no idea how you keep doing this, but I do enjoy it. I mean, maybe we'll just stay at Cambridge forever. Tom Tribal's forwards. Bailey Cargill clears. Back to Max Aarons though. We could just do an Eddie Howe and just never leave. Or if we leave, then we just come back. Greenwood robs Max Aarons, gives it straight back to them though. This has a feel of a Norwich equaliser. Buendia in loads of space. To Aarons, De Jong is there. And a seasoned finisher like Luc De Jong, even if he didn't do well in England before, cannot miss from that kind of position. That felt inevitable. Emi Buendia, you don't give him that much room. And Max Aarons as well. I mean, that's a Premier League right hand side. That's not a Championship right hand side. Not anymore anyway. Tom Field coming forwards. We're still in this. We're still drawing. Ruffles is there. Goes to the shot. It's blocked though. He'd have scored that in League One. Has another go maybe. No. Back to Diaby. Still has it though. Him and Diaby knocking it around. It's come to Tom Field again. He's seen a lot of impact today, and that was not his best effort. Corner coming in, and who's it going to go to? Well, it's come to Jones, back to Barry McKay, who took the corner. Ruffles with a shot. Oh, that was close. Hits the post. Barry McKay with a free kick. Galena gets down to make the save. McKay back to Maris and blazes it over. We're doing well though, even if we end up losing this one. We have played pretty well. Sam Greenwood with a free kick, lines it up well, goes to the shot. Another good opportunity. I think there was a save from Galena there, rather than hitting the woodwork. Barry McKay with a corner in as a result, and it's cleared. Well, Diaby's kept it alive. James Brown running inside. Is there still another opportunity? George Maris has been fouled, and Emi Buendia has been given a straight red card for a serious challenge. Time is rapidly running away. Barry McKay, I was just about to make a change. Barry McKay's injured. Potential foot injury. Hopefully it's not disastrous. He's been very good so far this season. Devante Cole has not worked up front. We'll bring on Marcus Barnes. And then, I don't know, maybe let's bring on Andre Wisdom, who maybe he can just sort of go forwards a little bit. We could go attacking, but I think that's unwise even at home against Norwich. And our changes make no difference whatsoever. The sending off makes no difference whatsoever. It's 1-1, but actually, I think 1-1 against Norwich City is incredibly good. I mean, it's obviously incredibly good. There's no actually about it. Barry McKay is injured 4 weeks with sprained ankle ligaments, which is not ideal, but we have got an international break now, so we don't play for 2 weeks, so could be a lot worse. I think a lot of things could be a lot worse. A lot of things could be a lot worse. Mark Bonner, my assistant manager, clearly a bit of a exaggerated expectations from him, but after 11 games of the Championship, we are in third place in the table, 21 points. We are somehow in contention for promotion again. Part of me just kind of hopes that it trails off a little bit, because we're going to be absolutely just annihilated in the Premier League. I thought we were going to be annihilated in the Championship. It's not happened yet, but it still may well do. But there we are then. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And that next one we'll go quite a bit further, I think. We could come back for Huddersfield and Ipswich, but I think I want to go a bit further than that. Preston and Nottingham Forest, two veterans of the English Football League system. Seems like a good way to go at the start of December. That will really see what is happening. Are we going to be on for another unlikely promotion, or are things going to go a bit more back to normal? I think we can safely say, this might come back to bite me, but I think we can safely say we're not going to be relegated, so that if we do leave in the summer, at least we'll be leaving them in the Championship. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.